So this is the pound dollar analysis for Monday, the 26th of March. Now, let's just have a look at where prices may likely go. So previously, we did see prices breakout to the upside, breaking above the 41.18, had a brief pullback, and then we had a spike towards that 41.96, traded above the 41.96, traded into the 42s here. From which we did see it was a news-related event. This very large candle with the wick to the upside. I think it's Bank of England interest rate decision. Had a spike to the upside. We weren't able to hold above the 41.96. We did see the sell side momentum. Didn't quite get down towards that 40.69. Our previous area where we have seen a resistance here in the market. And what we did see was we posted a low. We tested the 41.18 to the upside. Posted a higher low, which is again bullish, especially in light of the most recent trend being to the upside. We've had to move upwards. We didn't test a 41.18 from above to see whether it did hold the support. We've posted another higher low, so we've had a series of higher lows now, bringing us in alignment with the overall trend to the upside. And what we did see was a continued move to the upside. We have seen the bullish buy side momentum return again. And we do seem poised to test this 41.96. We're at 41.96 at the moment. So if we do successfully break and hold the 41.96, we are then looking for prices to head towards 42.66. 42.66, a very important level. I will show you just briefly on the daily chart why 42.66 is of some importance. As we can see here on the daily chart, in around that 42.66, we have seen sell side momentum come into the market on a couple of occasions from this 42.66. We're here at 41.96 at the moment, so in around 42.66, we could see some sell side momentum return to the market, especially if we do continue to see this bullish buy side momentum here. We see this bullish buy side momentum continuation. Beyond the so if we do break above this 41.96 and we do hold on to the 42.66, we're then looking for price head towards that 143.43. Our most recent swing high in the market, a successful break from which we're looking for price to then head towards that 43.95. Now, if we aren't able to hold this 41.96, if we do see a breakdown in prices from this 41.96, we are then looking for prices to head back down towards the previous area we have found resistance, could potentially act as support in around that 41.18. We'll look to see if we do see that buy side momentum return to the market at a 41.18, bringing us back up towards that 41.96 for another test. If we did see another test of the 41.96, I would expect a break due to the frequency of tests of that level. Likely, the bears that are hanging around there would likely get out of the way pretty much. So probably could have phrased that differently, but if we do get up there, we're looking for a possible break and a further move to the upside, possibly up towards 42.66 or the 43.43. If we're unable to hold support at 41.18, we're looking for prices then head towards our 40.69. Again, an area we previously found resistance, and a break from there, we're looking for prices to head down towards that 140.05. A move down to 140.05 from where we are at present would require quite a bit of volatility here on Monday, the 26th of March. So I do think it's unlikely, but we have to be aware that it remains possible. 40.69 may just be the far end of the range to the downside, and similarly, a move towards 143.43, maybe just slightly out of range for the pound against the dollar. Now, what we'll do now is we'll have a look at the higher time frames, just to see how prices are developing here on the higher time frames on the pound against the dollar. What we'll do now is we'll remove the drawings from the charts. And as we can see here on the monthly chart, we had this long period of consolidation. We had a breakdown. We've posted our lows here. Let's just have a look here. So this was our Brexit month, where the UK voted to leave the EU. And what we did see is we formed a bit of a base. We've had a move upwards, and we've not had a meaningful pullback in a while, suggesting that the market has turned a bit. There is a degree of bullish biasness. There's a degree of bullishness around this market. So we have seen a bullish move to the upside. had a bearish February. We've not seen the follow through so far this month. We've had a pretty strong month here in March. Pretty much almost we've retraced. I think we've retraced the entire month of apart from the highs of February. I think we've retraced the entire month. So the open of February was 41.88, and we're currently at 41.96. So we've retraced the entire month of February. So the bearish momentum did not follow through to the downside. We are seeing the continuation of this further upwards bullish bias here on the pound against the dollar. Now we do have the open of the week of Brexit currently sitting in around at 44.80. So that is about, it's a good couple of pips away from where we are at present, because we're about 42 and it's up at 44.80. So it's near 300. Well, it wouldn't be 300, would it? It's about 300 or so pips to the upside. It's about 280, 300 pips to the upside. So that would likely be another target to see how prices react there before looking at the highs in around at 150, likely a psychological level. So in around at 44.80, 45. It's going to be, I would expect to see some reactions in around there. We haven't quite got there yet, but the most recent trend is to the upside. So we do expect to possibly get there to get some fundamental news of great importance, which would see the pound weaken against the dollar. Now, let's just have a look at a weekly time frame, which will be similar to the monthly. There we are. So on this weekly time frame, what we can see here is we formed our lows. We've posted a series of higher lows. We've had this pull away from the 20-period moving average here. A pretty strong move to the upside. Had a brief pullback, and we're seeing that bullish, this bull flag continuation play out. Over the past couple of weeks, we've had 3 bullish weeks prior to this week, which is continuing the bullish theme. We do seem poised to test this 200-period moving average here on the weekly time frame. And that's currently sitting in around at 42.69. We did mention that we do have a level at 42.66, so we do have a bit of a confluence here. And we do have the 42.69 and 42.66. And both come into alignment. We have the dynamic level of potential resistance in the 200-period moving average, as well as the horizontal level previously mentioned in around at 42.66. If we do successfully break from there, the 400-period moving average is too far away to really focus on. It's currently in around that 150.80. And I very much doubt we'll get there any time this week on the pound against the dollar. What we'll do now is we'll look at the daily time frame before wrapping up here on the pound dollar. And we scale over a little bit here. And as we can see here on the pound dollar, we've had this move upwards, brief pullback, posted a lower high, pullback. Again, we posted a higher low there. And a pretty strong continuation here on the weekly time frame. Not the weekly, the daily time frame, sorry. Here on the pound against the dollar. So we're seeing a strong continuation to the upside. So we do seem poised to test that 42.66 and that 43.43 level. What we'll do is we'll get our drawings back on the charts. Hopefully, the charts onto clustered. So there we can see is our 43.43, which is our highs just in around there. Our most recent swing high in the market. We do seem poised to go on and test that level. And with that said, that pretty much wraps up the pound dollar analysis. Thanks for watching.